Good evening. It is around 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am here in Dauphin Island, Alabama, with the latest Dauphin Island and Mobile, Alabama forecast for oncoming Hurricane Michael. So the latest update is out. Michael is still moving north without turning to the east at this point at 12 miles per hour. The width of the storm is relatively wide. It's not huge, but nonetheless, hurricane force and tropical storm force winds extend well beyond its central convection area. So the landfall looks to be right on point with my forecast that Destin would take the brunt of it. But again, as this storm approaches, if it does not turn to the east relatively quickly, I think here in Dauphin Island we could have a rough go tomorrow as well. Good evening, everyone. It is October the 9th, 2018, and it is 1900 or 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time as we await the approach of Hurricane Michael as it makes its approach towards the northern Gulf of Mexico or Gulf Coast. Again, I am in Dauphin Island, Alabama. And I am facing currently my due south. Directly over that tree line is the Gulf of Mexico, and I am right here. So again, hopefully everybody's doing wonderfully this evening, and we're going to get into this forecast as this latest update just came out from the National Hurricane Center. So the current track of this storm is still projected to move to the northeast at some point in the late night, early morning hours of tonight into tomorrow morning and make a potential landfall around the Big Bend or Apalachicola, as far west as Pensacola, Destin, Florida, and so forth. Currently, the latest update has this storm strengthening even farther. The pressure has dropped to 953 millibars, and it is still moving north at 12 miles per hour. So we have not had that northeasterly jog or northeasterly turn at this point. Again, here in Dauphin Island, Alabama, we are on the western side of that storm. And if we do have a continuation of this northerly track, again, it has not turned to the northeast. Here in Dauphin Island, we may have a significant wind event. If you saw the last video, I mentioned that this would probably be as bad as the storm surge gets here, and I will continue that, again, because as the storm approaches, the wind will change direction out of the east, which is blowing in my direction currently, and it will change to out of the northeast, which will push this water out. So I would assume that this would be the highest that we see any water come up at this point. Potentially tomorrow, it may get to this point again as the storm approaches, but I think we've seen the highest of storm surge on the bay side, on the eastern side of Dauphin Island. Now on the west side of Dauphin Island, which is about 2 or 3 miles in the distance in front of me, I have heard reports that the water is completely covering the only road that goes in and out of the western portion of Dauphin Island here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. So again, this storm is strengthening. Forget about what's going on here, because what's going to happen if this storm continues on this northerly track is that the Panama City area, the Destin area, the Pensacola area, Apalachicola potentially, the whole panhandle of Florida may completely change in geography. It may be a different part of the Florida panhandle as this storm passes across. Keep your eyes on this storm no matter what, though, if you are even west of that projected path. We have to remember that these storms are very wide at some point, sometimes 150 miles across. So just because we are on the west side does not mean that here in Dauphin Island, Alabama, we are out of the woods yet at this point. So the landfall is projected to be sometime in the afternoon tomorrow, give or take. That will depend upon any gaining momentum or slowing down of forward speed. But right now, I still think my forecast from 2 days ago that the center of circulation will come on land and make landfall near the destined area. If it does continue on a path due northward from its current location, it would basically come on shore near the Pensacola to Panama City area, which, as the crow flies in the direction to my left, would bring a very rocky day for us tomorrow here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. So what I plan to do, this will be my last video for the evening. I'm going to get in the bed early, put the 5 kids to sleep. Again, we have 5 kids, and I'll try to get up early, get Carl out here, get the kids set, get all of them where they need to be, and then get prepared for a potential really interesting storm for tomorrow for us here in Dauphin Island, and again, for anybody to the east of me. I would get off the coast. This storm is going to be historical. It's going to be immense. It's not as big as something like Katrina, but it's going to pack a punch. This is going to be an intensifying storm all the way up to landfall. If you haven't gotten out, I would get out. I don't think I would wait this storm out here where I'm standing if it was heading to me. So the best of luck to everybody, and we will see you tomorrow morning. And again, anybody from the Alabama-Florida line eastward should be very, 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 very careful with this storm. So again, just a typical evening. Again, that's my due north, which is Mobile, Alabama, just beyond that flag and into the distance. Off in this direction where you can see that oil rig, now you can see it illuminated. That's Bon Secours, Alabama, Baldwin County. Just over that oak tree, you can see the radio antenna in the background. That would be Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, and if you kept going, it would be where Floribama is, Niceville, Crestview, Panama City, Pensacola, in that direction. And the direction over the buildings would be to my southeast. So as this storm approaches from the southeast, it has made a north movement, which is kind of bringing it just to my east, which gives us the western side of the storm. If for any reason this storm comes up and begins to wobble over to the west, that can make all the difference in the world here for us here in Dauphin Island. But I can promise you, this storm for anybody between Pensacola and potentially Panama City, Apalachicola, it's going to be a game changer. Be careful with this one. Hopefully everybody stays safe, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. I definitely have a feeling that this is going to be a very interesting storm for a whole lot of people, and everybody beware of this one. This one is a game changer. Take care. See you later. Click a like below. Subscribe below. Share the video. And please, please take this storm seriously. This one's for real. All right? Take care. You can check out all of our other weather videos on a playlist, so check out for those as well. All right? Take care, guys. See ya. Remember, everyone, this storm does not have time to weaken. The barometric pressure is dropping, which means this storm is intensifying. As this storm continues to move north, if it does not veer off to the east and it gets any type of western wobble, we could still be in for a rough go here in Dauphin Island. So in the meantime, it looks like all the models are coming into unison, leaving us in Dauphin Island on the western side. Again, anybody to the east of me from Pensacola to Apalachicola, please be safe. Don't play games with this one. This is going to be a storm to be remembered. Stay safe, stay strong. Click a like below, subscribe below, share the video, and I will see you tomorrow morning with the latest news here from Dauphin Island. Have a good evening. Thanks so much.